And then we'll make sure our view is okay. Okay, we're live. We are
Yes.
live.
Let me just find it here. Go
Wait,
there.
wait for
I think
some.
sometimes this thing doesn't want me to look at things.
I mean, tech stuff can be so challenging.
Well, it's an old iPad, so I'll have to turn it off and bring it back. It
I'm gonna,
does that.
I'm gonna tag my followers and share us to my two groups.
It's funny. You go ahead and do that before. I always just wait and do it after because
I
I have
usually
30.
do. I usually do it after.
Yeah.
But since no one's on right now,
Yeah. I have
I figured
35 groups that I share to.
I have about 20 or 25.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because my tech teacher Jan taught me to share in all the free groups that you can.
That's right. That's right. All the ones that'll let you.
Yeah,
Some don't.
there's one I'm a part of, and it won't let Debbie Marcinkiewicz share a Paper Sweeties reel. And I contacted the administrator, and she has no clue why. It automatically declines Debbie Marcinkiewicz and I don't even share it. I copy the URL and I direct post it, and it
Yeah.
won't. It says you're not allowed to share someone else's content. I'm like, but that's me. That's me. That's me.
I hear you. My goodness.
That's why I'm always thrilled when tech works. All right, so uh, friends will start coming over from Maricela, Catherine,
Yes.
Lydia. So as they hop on, we'll wait for them to say hi and let us know everything looks good.
Looks
And then
good
we
on
can
my
start
end.
crafting. Yep.
I see us.
So as you're hopping on, friends, say hi so we'll know you're here and let us know if you can hear us and see us okay. I see people joining. Oh, there's
Cool.
Cece. Hi, Cece. Hi,
I see
Jess.
Jess.
Hi, ladies. Okay, good. All right. Can you hear us and see us okay? Let us know if we need to adjust anything. Okay, Jess says we're perfect.
Cool.
Great. Great. All right,
Well, I
which
know we're
microphone?
perfect, but I mean, really.
Too funny. Too funny. Hi, Sam. Hi, Tisha. Hi, Lydia. Welcome, friends. Here comes everyone. Hi, Marianne. Okay, great, Cece.
Hey,
Thank you so much. Sound is
hola.
okay? Because I don't want to talk too loud and scream in y'all's ears, but I want to talk loud enough that you can hear.
Yeah, everything looks good. Yeah.
Thank you for
Hola.
sprinkling, Tisha.
Hola, Lidia hermosa. Hermosa chica. Buenas tardes. Buenas tardes. She's teaching me Spanish, so.
Okay, so before I forget, thank you, Cece. Um, Thank you to, hi, Tina, how are you? Thank you to Lydia and
Yes.
Angie for doing all the work behind the scenes, putting this fun little lineup together. Hi, Love Bug, welcome. We appreciate the time and effort that it takes. I know putting something together like this, there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that goes into it. So thank you so
Mhm.
much. Thank you for including us. We appreciate it. Always love an opportunity to share what we love to do, which is crafting, creating, and socializing with our amazing friends. Hi,
Yes.
Eliza. Hi, April. Hi, friends.
Hola,
Welcome.
Liza.
Hi, Jan. What are you working on today?
I'm going to make an ice cream.
An
I'm
ice
going to make an ice
cream.
cream cone. Yes.
And
I,
is it gonna have pink on it?
one
I
of Glitzy Creations by Ginger's foam sheets, of course.
I see those. How
It's
gorgeous.
gorgeous.
Pretty, pretty. All
And
right.
I'm
And so,
going to use
hi,
one of these
Tina.
Hi, Janan. Hey, everybody. Hey, Tina. Tisha, thank you for all the prayers, babe.
Alrighty. Thanks everyone for joining us. If we're looking down and if we miss a hi or a comment, uh, we apologize. I will go back. You guys know when I have time, I go back and rewatch when I'm sitting on the couch at night relaxing. And then if I missed a comment or a question, I'll respond.
Yeah, I
But
do the
just
same thing.
we don't want you guys think that we're ignoring you because we're not. We're looking down and crafting. So,
Your coach taught you well.
my coach taught me well, right? We had a little technical glitch. Good thing we
Okay.
practiced and got on a little bit earlier. My mic was on, but Jan wasn't hearing me, and we both went out and came back in like 3 times. I restarted my phone, and it ended up just being she had to turn her volume up. That's all. So
Operator error.
luckily, it was only that. Luckily, it
Yeah.
wasn't like a major technical issue where
Yes.
we would go through all of this and no one could hear me. Hi, Catherine.
I'm going to put this skewer. I get these from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to put it in the end because I want to be able to hold it after I get stuff on it. So
Yeah,
I'm just going to poke a hole
I
and then
did
use my
that.
glue.
I pre-prepped a few of my elements last night so they could dry and I could handle them. And I did. Do you see in the top? I put the skewer in the top because I'm going to do drip on this. And
Good idea.
I will be able to hide that hole from the skewer. And I didn't want to put it in the bottom because, oh, I didn't even share what I'm making, you guys.
What
Uh,
are you?
I'm continuing to work on watermelon elements for my tier tray. I think this will get me close to having enough to fill it. But I went to Walmart and got this yummy watermelon candle. It smells so good. It was only $5.97, and
Really?
I'm doing all my watermelon in this bubblegum hot pink color. So I'm gonna put some sweet treats up top and decorate it, and then add that to my tier tray display.
That was only $5 for that candle?
$5.97 because it's the Walmart brand. It's the mainstays
Huh.
Walmart brand. I had another watermelon one in my hand that was $12, and then I saw this one. I'm like, oh, $5.97. Yeah, much better, much
We're
better,
always looking for a bargain.
right? And I just this caught my eye because I am making all my watermelon stuff with that hot pink bubble gum. Yeah.
I like
Hi,
that.
Maricela.
I like that a lot. I don't go to Walmart anymore. I shop online, so I don't see those nice things.
Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. All right, I added diamond dust to the middle because you guys know that's what I do. I add diamond dust to everything. And then I pre-prepped some seeds ahead of time. Some of you may have seen last week, I showed you how I do my watermelon seeds. I roll out the black foam clay. I use a straw to cut all my individual circles. That way they're all the exact same size. And then I just push the circle down a little and pinch the top and you get perfect seeds. You probably can't see because it's black on black,
That's a
but you
great
get
tip.
perfect. I mean, just a straw, just, and it's a plastic straw. It's one of those flex tops, but a plastic straw, and then you get the perfect size, and you don't have to roll out little tiny balls, and they're all different sizes.
They're
So
always, yeah,
yeah.
they're always different
Hi,
sizes, never the
Triple
same.
A. Hi, Maritza. Welcome. So I'm just going to add a tiny drop of glue because I made this macaron cookie
Oh,
yesterday, and it's somewhat dried out.
I love a watermelon theme, and who says watermelon has to be red? It
Exactly.
doesn't.
Yeah, mine are pink. Mine are pink.
Yeah, I like that.
Circle
Right, I'm just
plunger.
rolling.
Right, Triple A. You definitely could use a circle plunger. I have one of those too, but this straw seems to do the trick, and it's the perfect size for the little. I like making little teeny tiny things. So the straw that I use is and I have a bigger straw too Because when I made my extreme macaron cookie last week,
Yeah.
it needed bigger seeds.
Oh,
So depending on
see,
the size of your straw,
I have
will
the big straws and the regular straws in there because my daughter will only drink out of straws. So when she comes to my house, I have to have straws available for her.
gotcha.
She's
Gotcha.
such a diva.
Oh my gosh.
I love to
Too
give
fun.
her a hard time.
Too funny.
Poor girl. She had surgery 3 weeks ago. She had an accident 9 years ago, and her foot never healed, and she ended up with bone spurs and arthritis, and
Ooh.
had to have a bone graft, and it's not taking. So if
Oh
y'all would
no.
pray for her, because she's not a happy camper right now because they even extended her non-weight bearing 2 more weeks than what it was, and she can't go back to work till she can.
Oh.
And she doesn't have PTO, so yeah, she's really
Oh.
having a hard time.
Catherine, it's not a
No,
watermelon theme for today's event. I'm just working on watermelon stuff because I'm doing the tiered tray on my dining table, all with watermelon currently for summer. So I'm working on watermelon stuff.
I'm
Just
just working on a pink ice cream,
yeah,
just the base,
and I'm
you know. Cause
kind of finishing up, so I can move on to something else.
now I don't want to cut this even with my thing here because I want it to stick out more, but I am going to cut it off part of the way because I want my ice cream to be coming up out of it, but I don't want to cut it off completely. And my
Gotcha.
hubby just left with the dogs. He took them for a ride. They went to go wash the car.
Nice. My husband just ran outside because we live on a pond and
Yeah,
we have geese, and the geese have babies this time of year. And our house is relatively new, and he's trying to get our grass growing. So he's watering it and taking care of it. And the geese just come and eat it and eat it and eat it. So he's out there with his umbrella because we read if you go out with an umbrella, they think it's a
yeah.
snake and they run away. He's chasing the. I hear because I hear our ring cameras going off and Bailey's barking. It's a zoo over here, you guys. It's a zoo.
I
Um, he's outside. The neighbors laugh at him. Oh, there goes Wally the goose chaser. He's chasing the geese. He's running around. See how he's.
I have a visual.
Oh my god, he's just hysterical. I'm like, the only way to keep them out is put a fence, and we don't want to put a
Yeah,
fence because it's
no.
just so pretty in the back, just being open and having the view. But that's that's his thing.
Oh gosh.
That's
Well,
his
they
thing.
say like put kites out there or flags or stuff that'll fly around and keep them, but that doesn't always work.
No, we also heard like one of the neighbors has a fake coyote in the back. I don't want to put a fake coyote, but I also heard you could put a fake swan. They're afraid of swans. So I told my husband
Oh,
maybe we should try that.
yeah, that might work. Tisha, if it doesn't take, I'm afraid they're going to have to go back in and do surgery again. They
Mm,
used a cadaver bone for her foot. Um, but yeah, I'm afraid if it doesn't take, he's going to say we're going to have to go back in.
that
But
is so scary.
well, she was told if she didn't have the surgery done, she would lose use of this foot anyway.
Oh,
But yeah, you're having is a new name, the Gooser. It's good, Triple A. Oh, that's funny. I'm going to take a part of a skewer and go down in the middle of this, and I'm going to add a ball for a base for my twisted ice cream cone because I'm going to twist it.
nice. And I'm making a worm right now for my there's the bottom of my cupcake and then the muffin top. And now I'm gonna make the frosting in pink. Pink, pink,
Oh,
pink. Pink
I
frosting.
never think about putting anything in those little cups. I'm always
It's
just sticking it back in a bag.
oh yeah, I do that because the bags are so noisy when you're live.
Yes.
Uh, hey
I'm going to have to cut,
Jenna. Hi Vay.
I have to cut
Yeah,
part of this off.
when the geese have their babies, they get a little territorial and
Oh,
they
yeah.
haven't chased us, but they do hiss. They hiss when we get too close. Yeah. So that's his thing. I mean, I have bird feeders in the back because you guys know how I am with my birds and my bluebirds. I
Yes.
got my second little family building a nest right now. So the geese come under the bird feeders because the birds eat and they drop the seed, and then the geese come and eat the seeds that the birds drop. So he's like, stop feeding the birds, that you're drawing the geese here. I'm like, you know what? The geese are going to come no matter what. He woke up
That's
yesterday morning and there were four adults and like 12 little babies just laying down, chilling in our backyard at 6 o'clock in the morning. He's like, there were like 16 geese in our backyard, just laying down, chilling. I'm like, yeah,
all right. There's what the inside of mine looks like. Now we're going to roll out some white clay and we're going to play. I'm going to set this aside. I don't think I need it anymore, so I think I'm going to unplug it. But nah, as soon as I unplug it, I'll need it. I'm set
yeah,
it out of my way.
they could be mean, Catherine. And like this time of year when they have the babies, they get extremely protective and
Mm.
yeah. And you know, you guys have seen little Bailey. I tell my husband all the time, we always have her on the leash. She's only 7 pounds. The geese are way bigger than her. I'm like, you sure keep those geese away from the dog. I don't want one of them
And
to.
the geese poop. Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
oh, it's disgusting.
yeah, yeah. They make a mess. That's why we
Yeah,
chase them off. We don't want
yeah,
them in our
we
yard.
we have a lake here in the middle of town, and a lot of times, especially this time of year, you can't even walk because of all the geese poop. Because they're
Yeah,
everywhere.
yeah.
So I'm going to use some of Marie's clay.
Nice.
Great Creations folk clay, and I always buy her 1,000 grams. And I did see where Primitive Pumpkin is selling 1,000 grams now too.
Can you guys see? Do I need to turn this down at all? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I saw that. I did see that.
Yeah, yeah. I like. I mean, because think about how much white clay you use.
Right.
I
Exactly.
go through it
Yeah.
all the time.
I want to try Maricella's new formula
Yes, yes.
as soon as she gets it up.
I'm
Um,
very tactile. I like it. Has to feel good to me.
yeah,
Uh, yeah, and some feel better than others.
yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah. I have two companies right now that uh I kind of gravitate to because I like the
mhm,
texture.
yes, yes. Oh yeah, geese are very territorial. They will chase you and honk and try and get you with their beaks, and they can be mean.
Yeah, especially when they're protecting babies. Yeah.
Oh, tell me, AAA said at least they aren't roosters. Well, yeah, and you think roosters only crow in the morning? No,
Oh
roosters crow all
no.
day long. Oh no, it's all day.
Oh
It's
wow.
our neighbors in North Carolina had one, and that thing all day long. That's all you heard was that thing crowing. And I'm
Oh
like, it's not
wow.
morning. Be quiet.
Wow. I did not
Yeah.
know that. I thought they only
Yes.
crowed in the morning.
No, it's all day. So annoying. And my husband got chased by a rooster when he was a kid. He said not very nice things. He was like 4.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he kind of took the Lord's name in vain. I'm like,
Ooh.
where did you hear that from at 4 years old?
Oh, I know. Yeah. From his
And
daddy
his
yelling
great aunt
from his
told that
daddy yelling
story.
at the roosters.
Yeah. Well, his great aunt told that story till the day she died.
Oh.
She laughed because she thought that was funny. It chased him up on top of they had a spring house. He had to get up on the top of the spring house to get away from the
Wow.
rooster. 'Cause, I mean,
Wow.
they'll flog you. They will take their spurs. They hurt.
Thank you, Joanne. Lots of practice, and I learned from my crafty friends that have way more skill than me.
I hear you. This is
Um,
something I'm just barely learning how to do. And what is it they always say? Practice makes not
perfect.
perfection. What is it?
Practice makes perfect. Yeah.
No, it wasn't that. It's
No,
Crystal. Crystal uses it. Practice makes, it's another P word, but it's not perfection.
I don't know.
Oh, I can't remember it. Your rooster, what about your rooster? It doesn't? It doesn't flog? It doesn't have the spurs? Oh, this one had spurs and it
Pina,
was mean.
Pina colada sweet glitter from my shop. Progress. Yes, that's it, Christy. Practice makes progress.
That's it. I got some cute glitter I might use today. It's pineapple mojito. I wonder where I got it.
I
Hmm.
recognize that.
Wonder where I got that. I may use it today.
Nice.
All right. I think this is too long, but I'm always afraid to cut it and then it not be long enough. So I'm just going to start it down in here. I'm going to use my tacky glue, of course.
So I'm just adding some clear tacky glue to my white cupcake layer now. And we will add some pina colada sweet glitter to that white layer. Only the white layer.
Now I'm just stuffing this one down in here so the bottom one doesn't have to be perfect because you're not going to see it. I'm just getting a good base.
Okay.
Who's got big plans today? Anybody?
It's kind of yucky here for us
Mhm.
today. It's gloomy. It rained during the night and it turned a little cooler. The past couple days were beautiful. Yesterday we did a cookout, and the
Oh,
day before we met friends over at a local bar. A band was playing, and it was a charity fundraiser for our local Marines stationed in Jacksonville.
yeah.
um, yeah, so we went to that. They auctioned off two baskets. One was like a bourbon basket, and the other one was a spa basket.
Oh, nice.
I didn't win, but we bought tickets for each of them, and it went to a very worthy cause for the Marines.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, because you are close to Jacksonville, aren't you?
we are about 25 minutes, give or take, depending where
But you're
you're
not
going.
close to Fayetteville, are you?
We
That's what
used to when
we
we lived
called
in
Fayetteville.
Carthage. We lived about 45 minutes away from Fayetteville. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, we've always called it Fayetteville.
that's funny.
Terrible. I'm going to take a little bit of clay and stick it down in this middle just so it doesn't cave in because I want to try and go a little higher than what I would normally. And I've got glue all over my
Guys,
fingers.
sweet glitter is just so yummy. I can't even stand it. You guys know how much I love glitter, so this was a good little business venture for me.
Yes. Well, it's funny. We were talking about glitter and everything. The girls are talking about it. I went to a women's luncheon and it was a little bit of a fashion show, but every table was decorated differently. They had different themes, and whoever was the hostess for each table decorated it. And I was talking to one of the girls about glitter, and I said my daughter hates glitter because she calls it the herpes of the craft world
Oh
because
my
you can't get.
gosh! Oh my gosh!
She's like, Mom, once you get it, you can't get rid of. She's not crafty, not at all.
No.
Her
Gotcha.
daughter, my grandson, her son are both very crafty. She's not, and she hates glitter. I'm like, how could you be my child?
I know. I know.
Because I've told her, I've said, when I pass, which I plan on being cremated, I want you to put some glitter in it and throw me to the wind.
Oh my
She's
goodness.
like, Mother, no. I'm like, yep, I want all the glitter everywhere in my honor.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I am the same way. I love glitter so much. It's all
Yes,
over my house all the
yes,
time, which that's fine. I'm not
yes.
mad about that. I'm not
But
mad about
she's just never been, but they were making slime and she hated the slime because it was so
Oh,
messy. There's my ice cream. It's kind of tall, but this is going to go in
really?
my kitchen tree. So I wanted it tall. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, now I'm going to stand it up in my icing bag. And I
So
think I'm going to,
do you
thinking,
change the theme on your kitchen tree
yes,
as the year goes on, Jan?
yeah. Well,
Yeah,
right now it's I kind of got lazy and it's just sweet treats. Um, it's uh, ice creams and candies and
I love that.
suckers and all kinds of things like that. But then I change it up in the winter time. I'm not really doing as much for Valentine's, just keeping it sweet.
Yeah,
But I have the top of my tree, and it's going to stay. Is a niece made. I won one of her snowman head. What does she call them? They're not really a sucker or anything. It's one of her snowman heads, and it stays in my tree. I'm
how
not taking it
fun.
down. I love it.
How
He's gonna
fun.
stay forever.
Yeah,
All right.
that
I think
sounds
I'm gonna
fun.
cut this off a little bit. It's too long. I'm just gonna trim it up just a bit.
The
But
top of
yeah,
your ice cream?
the bottom is bothering me. It's too long. I can't. And I'm gonna add a straw to it anyway, so it doesn't really matter if I cut it off. But it's gonna go in my tree. It's just too long. Can't I can't work with it.
Yeah.
And there we go.
Sometimes the idea in my head doesn't always execute to my completed project.
I hear
Sometimes
you.
it's too small, sometimes it's too big scale.
I thought I could stick it in here and it would stay.
Oh,
Better
that's
off
so
put it
cute,
in here.
Jan. I love your swirl. It came out perfect.
Yeah, it did come out nicely. I have this for icing bags, but it doesn't always work for everything. So put it back out of the way. All right, now we're going to glitter it. I'm going to glitter it, but yeah, I think I'll glitter it first because I'm thinking about adding the bling rope um, that I actually got it from Lauren. I won it from Lauren.
Nice.
And it's some of the glitz and glue. And it was green, but then I also have some others. I like the green though. I like the green bling
Yeah.
because I think I'm going to make a bow to match, and
It's
it's going to
it's
be the green.
it would look very watermelony.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
It
I like that
does.
as I
I
poke myself in the eye.
I love
But I
that.
think this will be pretty with it too, though. The pineapple mojito. I think that'll be pretty.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to have to glitter it. Find my paintbrush. It's too
So I'm
quiet
just
in here.
putting little tiny dots of super glue uh, to hold my watermelon seeds on, even though the black is still wet and the pink obviously is still wet, just for a little extra insurance, guys. Just
Yes.
a little extra insurance so none of our little pieces fall off. So Lydia suggested, it wasn't a requirement, but if we could incorporate pink frosting into our inaugural designs today. So this is my interpretation of incorporating pink frosting into my design. It wasn't too hard for me or too much of a stretch, you guys know. Everything I do is pretty much pink.
Hey, I like that. I like that.
Our house 2 houses ago that we built was a pink Victorian.
Oh,
And it was a blush pink. Like during the day, it almost looked tan, and at night, it would give off like a blush pink color.
oh,
Yeah.
but that was so pretty. Do
It
you miss
was
it?
so pretty. Yeah. Very unique and different. We had a hard time selling it though, because not everyone is into pink Victorian houses.
What's wrong with them?
I don't know. And that was
Why?
before the I dropped a seed. Seed down. I don't know where it went. There it is. That was before the housing boom. And
Mm.
my husband checked it like, I don't know, a few months ago, and he's like, "Oh, look, we could have made like 200,000 more if we sold it now."
Oh, no. It's like, well, that's the past. Let's move on.
Exactly. That's what I told him. I'm like, it is what it is, dude. You
You
can't.
know, there's a lot of glitter in these packs, Debbie.
There is. It's
I was like, "What?"
5 teaspoons, but it a little goes a long way because you
Yeah,
don't need a lot of it.
look, there's more in my
Yes,
tray, but look how pretty that is. That's
I
gorgeous.
know. I
And then
know.
of course, I'm going to put it back in my bag. I'm not going to waste my
Yes.
glitter.
Yeah. You see, I keep my big in the Ziploc baggies, and I just
Yes.
sprinkle it on and then shake it off, and
Yeah.
90% of it goes back in the baggie.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that. That's
So
pretty. This is a
there's
pretty
my
blend.
watermelon cupcake. Super cute. Right.
That's a real pretty blend because you've got big pieces, you've got medium pieces, you've got minute pieces, all in between.
Yeah, they are super chunky.
I like
Um,
it.
and I source things from multiple different places. And then I write my recipes down so then when I run out, I can reproduce them again.
Hmm.
Um, so I write my little recipes down. All right, I went ahead yesterday and pre-did bubblegum drip just because this particular one is so tiny and dainty. It's really hard to get out of the mold, so I have to put it in the freezer. So I pre-did this little drip, and we're gonna attach it to the top of our teeny ice cream cone. I was just gonna say, how are we doing on time? Yes, the pineapple
30 minutes.
mojito and the unicorn candy fizz Jenna are my two favorites. Christy, the one that Jan is using is pineapple mojito. The one that I used is pina colada.
And it just so worked out that I was using your mix on this live. I'm like,
I love that. A happy accident. I love that when that happens.
yeah, I'm just going around and around with, I don't have to do the whole thing, I don't think, with this tacky glue. I'm just trying to hit some spots because I'm going to go around my swirl with this bling rope.
Nice.
And I think it's moist enough I can get it to stick. And then afterwards, if some of it's not stuck in, I'll just go behind and add some more because it's getting glitter on it too. Imagine that.
Love it. More is more with me with
Yes.
glitter and bling.
Yes.
I added some clear tacky glue onto the back of my drip, and now I'm attaching the drip to the top of the little mini ice cream cone. Okay. Super cute.
I think I started on the wrong end though because it's not wanting to unroll. Ugh.
All right, now I'm gonna make a little cherry for the top. Uh I'm gonna pivot. I was going to do these little rhinestone seed beads as the seeds in this, but I'm making an executive decision. I'm going to pivot and make a black cherry.
You're allowed.
So,
Oh no.
so I'll have all of my watermelon colors, the green, the white, the pink, and the black. I'm gonna make a little teeny tiny black cherry to put on top and not do the seeds. This, thank you, Catherine. Thank you. All right. I have to get the right size. I don't want it to be too big. That looks like a little bit too big. So it takes them off.
I'm going to cut this off and stick it down in. It's trying to pull my ice cream apart.
Hmm.
I had a feeling it was going to do that.
No bueno. Okay.
Of course, I'm making a mess.
That's probably good. I don't know. Maybe it's still a little bit too big. I don't want the cherry to be bigger than the ice cream cone. The
I
ice
think
cream
that's
scoop.
cute though. Look how I just did the swirl. And of course, it's coming apart. Come on now.
That's
Give me some
adorable.
packing.
I
Give me
have
some
such a
packing.
hard time with glitter cord. I always have to use hot glue to get it to cooperate.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just trying to pull my ice creams apart. So I'm sticking some tacky glue because I'm going to add some more stuff to it anyway. But so I can cover up where it's coming apart.
Thank
And
you,
now I
love
got to wash
bug.
my.
Appreciate it. All right, and I'm just going to put a tiny half of toothpick inside my cherry to give it a little extra insurance, guys.
Well, I said I love glitter. I must really because I've got it everywhere now. It's all
Yeah,
over me.
that's it because there is fine extra fine glitter in my mixes and it kind of loves to go everywhere.
Yeah. Well, I have tacky glue on my fingers too. That didn't help any. Doesn't help any. All right. Now we're going to add some cabochons to that. And I may do a drip. I think I am going to do a drip around that edge unless I decide to let it dry and just add the bling rope. I don't know. I'm thinking I'll do an edge around that. I have some of my 3D prints cutters that I've had forever that make a drip. But I got some cute little clear balls that I got from Lauren too. I don't know where she got everything, but I want a little package of things from her. I think I'll add some of these. And then there's some bigger sizes. I think I'll add some of those. And then I think I'm going to do a cherry on top with that. So I got to get this off me though.
Nice. Right,
I
then I
didn't get a
made
big
Carissa, look away, sweetie. Look away for a second. My love bug had to look away. We can't do those candies. We shall not mention the name for personal reasons, but whenever I do one, I have to tell her, look away.
Look away. Don't look, Ethel.
I don't want her to divorce me. You guys, I can't use these bottles with these tips. No matter what I do, they get clogged.
Well,
So
I like to use gallery glass, and that's the worst tip to use because they always get crusty.
yeah. Right, Krissa? Glitter in your bed, Christy. I love it. I love it.
Oh, that's why I was telling you my daughter hates glitter. And when her daughter and stepdaughter were doing all the uh, slime and stuff, is when Amanda had to go to the hospital after my grandson was born because she had some complications. And she's in the emergency room. I go in with her. She gets up off the gurney because she had to go do something, and there's glitter where she got it. She was not happy. She was not.
Yeah, that would be me. It's all over my house because it's all over the
Happy.
floor in my craft room, and I vacuum almost every day. But I
Yeah.
walk around barefoot, so it gets on the bottom of my feet, and then I track it. My husband's like, "Oh, look, there's glitter. Oh, there's glitter. There's glitter." I'm like, "Yeah, so."
I've started losing rhinestones, and my one little dog finds them for me, brings them to me.
Oh,
She's so cute.
oh. Yeah, that's the thing. When I work with diamond dust, I make sure I get my vacuum out right
Yes.
away and vacuum
Yes.
it up so Bailey doesn't get it on her paws and then lick her little
Hmm.
paws.
Yep. Oh, I've had it stuck in my foot, so I know how it feels.
Yeah. So guys,
Uh,
I'm just adding teeny tiny little rhinestones. You guys know I love to diamond dot as well. And I always save the leftover rhinestones and then I use them in my fake bakes.
Tommy, will you bring me a small baggie? They're in the drawer. Please. Please and thank you.
And it just looks so cute when you add the little
Thanks, babe.
rhinestones or glitter or whatever to the letter. It just kind of gives it a little extra oomph,
Oh, I like that.
little extra. All right, so there's that. And then I have one more thing I thought I would do, but I need help from our audience because I wasn't sure. I wanted to make a little candy, and I might have to put these on or at least dry fit them on for you all to kind of. I thought the cupcake there, and I'm doing this backwards, so bear with me. And then the ice cream cone kind of resting against it like that. I might have to glue these in, you guys. It might not cooperate. And then the macaron cookie kind of there. Yeah, I might have to start gluing these in. I think that's what I'll do. And then we'll do the last element together and you guys will help me choose what we're gonna.
Jenna
So these
said
are,
her husband banned glitter um, at Christmas time. He's no fun.
thank you, Catherine. Wait, whose husband?
Jenna's.
Oh, him and I wouldn't get along. Him
No.
and I would not get along. Oh my gosh, no,
No.
no.
We'll pray for him, Jenna.
I know. Poor guy.
He needs some deliverance. I mean, don't he know that's the best time to have glitter? It's Christmas.
Right? Yeah. Um, yeah. As long as I don't, chirp back at my husband and let him go golfing, he lets me do whatever I want with my craft stuff.
I wish Tommy still golfed. He hasn't golfed in years.
My husband went Saturday. He went Sunday. He was planning to go today, but like I said, we woke up and it had rained and turned cooler and it's gloomy. So he's like, I'll bag it. But
That's
he's
supposed to
gonna
be us.
he's gonna go during the week.
Yep. It's supposed to be that way here tomorrow. It's supposed to be gloomy, high 60 something. Today's in the 70s with the sunshine and it's gorgeous. Now I'm just pushing these in right now to make my divots. I'm probably going to have to go back afterwards and add some glue to them because I don't want them popping out as this clay moves like it always does. But I'm just trying to give an idea of what with the little bubbles
That's
in there.
so pretty and
But I want to
sparkly.
make a drip and I want to make a bow and we're running out of time. So I want to go ahead and at least get the drip made. I'm going to
Yeah.
quit doing the little balls and get my drip made and add my pretty bow. So you'll kind of get an idea what it's going to look like. But that bling rope, I probably should have waited till after the clay was dry and then added the bling rope because it's pulling my layers apart. So I'm gonna
Cool.
have to fight with it.
All right, I
'Cause
glued the little ice cream cone to the macaron cookie and to the frosting to kind of give it some extra little hold so far.
I'm gonna use this pretty green that I got from the primitive pumpkin to make my drip to go around. See, I told you these are my two favorite clays. Marie's and Sue's clays are my favorites.
I love primitive pumpkin and Debbie's bright ideas.
I haven't tried Debbie's yet.
It's the same consistency as primitive pumpkin. So if you
Oh
like
my,
primitive pumpkin, you're gonna like that. But
then
like
I
I
would
said, I
like
want
that.
to try Maricella's um to
Yeah.
see what the consistency is because I like a softer clay, but
Mm,
not sticky soft. I like
uh-huh.
just a softer. And these two, I if I had a guess, they're made by the same manufacturer because they're the identical consistency.
All
Okay, so
right.
there's where we are. But guys, my last element I thought I wanted to add was like a little candy with the little wrappers coming out the ends. So here's where I need
Oh,
y'all to vote, okay? So either and I'm going to do the wrapper portion with the lime green, okay? So do you think the little candy portion, the little ball candy portion, I pulled this pink disco ball. So picture it with the green wrapper. So we could do the pink disco ball, or does that just look out of place because everything else is foam clay? So if we don't do the pink disco ball, I pulled this foam glitter ball that we could use.
I
Or
like that.
my thinking was just to make a big gumball with the bubblegum clay and then put the wrappers on the end.
Hmm.
So y'all talk amongst yourselves and vote. I'm gonna make a gumball right now because so I can show you guys.
Yeah, I hear you, Jess. I like a firm clay. I don't like a too moist clay. Now, I was telling them the other day, if you haven't used Model Magic for a while, you'll realize how did we use that?
Oh, I know. It's so yeah.
It's
Melissa says
awful.
disco ball. Jess says glitter foam ball. So we got 1 and 1.
Right. I am going to use this drip. It's this drip. I didn't know if I wanted to do the big one or the small one. I'm doing the small one. And we're just going to go around with some tacky glue and add these.
I only have room for one AAA. Disco ball, 2 votes for disco ball. I only have room for one candy on the back. All right, I am going to temporarily put a toothpick in this and stick it in my foam block to hold it for my third set of hands while we make the little. Krista says disco ball. Christy says loves all the ideas. Well, I'll make the foam clay one up and then y'all can decide. I'm kind of leaning toward the foam clay ball, then it'll be cohesive. Um, I don't know if the disco ball would stand out too much. It's not a big deal. It's only a little watermelon decor item that's gonna go on my tiered tray. Um, Disco ball. Okay, so it sounds like yes. Sue's clay is amazing. You guys know I carried that in my shop for 6 months, and that's when I got hooked on it. I love it so much. All right, I'm gonna just roll this out a little and then put a little oil. No one is on after us, so if we don't finish right at 3, I guess we could keep going.
Oh, yeah.
We have about 11 more minutes.
I'm going to be close, but just not quite there.
Okay. Well, all right, and then I have my little flower shape, and I'm gonna cut it in half, where I have 3 petals on one side and 3 petals on the other side, and then attempt to pinch it
One
together
more.
to make a little something that resembles a little fluffy candy wrapper on the end. Firmer clay. Catherine likes a firm clay.
Yeah, that's me. All right, I'm going to have to cut this piece down. So I have clay everywhere. I am into it.
Yep. It's coming out so cute.
It's cute.
So cute. All right, so I pinched
Like
my ends of the little 3 petals of the little flower cookie cutter shape to kind of make it look like wrappers. And then I'll add some super glue. And right where I had that toothpick on the one side, I'll put one end over. And then is Maricela still here? Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it.
There's the drip. And I'm going to make a bow. But I think I'm going to make a pink bow. Bright pink bow.
Pink bow sounds amazing.
Yes. I love it. And I'll probably go back in later and rhinestone it. I know me. Give me all the bling. Let's see.
Okay, so that's how the foam clay one turned out.
Just
Man down. That's how that would look, guys, with the foam clay one. And I could probably add some raspberry mimosa glitter to give it some zhuzh.
Mm.
Or we can do the disco ball.
I'm going to use the bubblegum pink, and I'm going to use, I know Angie showed these. I've been making these bow molds. If anybody needs them, shoot me a message. It's the one where the marvelous molds closed up. I've got one already done, ready to go. But yeah, where they closed up, I am now making those bows because you can't find them. Well, you can find
Wait,
them, but
you're
they
making
won't.
the molds yourself, Jan?
Yeah, yeah. I make
Wow.
molds. I make molds. I make gumdrop molds. This is a big gumdrop mold that I did the other day. I haven't made the gumdrops yet, but it's a bigger gumdrop. I do little gumdrop. I do all kinds of things.
Do you
I get
have
bored.
them? Do you have them posted somewhere that we could see what you have?
Not really.
Oh my gosh, I did not know that.
Yeah, I had an Etsy shop, but I closed it. So
Yeah,
yeah.
I did too, way back in the day, and then I reopened it like last year, and I
Uh-huh.
sold a few things off it, but I couldn't stand the fees are so expensive. I
Yeah.
couldn't stand it. which
Well,
is,
I got to looking at the end of the year when I went to do taxes, and out of one year, 890 some dollars is all I had made after fees and everything. And I'm like,
yeah,
that's not paying me for my time
yeah,
plus products. So I was like, nope, we're closing it.
yeah,
No, I didn't see any reason in keeping it open. So I
yeah.
know I've had a couple people say, well, you should reopen it because my number one thing that I sold on there was mug toppers. And I sold them
Oh,
a lot,
yeah,
but I don't know. I don't know if it's kind of nice not having to worry about it.
yeah. The
But I do live
fees,
sales.
the fees are, yeah, the fees are crazy. And
Yes.
I'm already paying hosting fees for my papersweeties.com domain. So
Hmm.
that's, I was kind of paying double fees, which was crazy. So,
That is crazy. Well, there is my cute little bow. Oh, and I see what this is doing. I'll warn y'all, this is a do as I say and not as I do kind of thing.
yeah,
Don't put your bling rope on till after it's dry. I may end up pulling it off and letting this dry and then putting it back on. But I kind of want you to see. I probably will. I'll just take it off because
yeah.
that's going to be annoying.
It does that for me. And like I said, the only way I can get it to cooperate is like put a lot of hot glue on it.
Yeah. And see, there's with the bow. Isn't that cute? I
So adorable.
and of course it's going to get blinged out. Like I say, I'm going to end up putting rhinestones all over the bow because I got to. I just have
Gotcha.
to.
Gotcha.
I like to sit in my spare time and just rhinestone. Um, like I've got a whole container of rhinestone bows because I just set and I've got bows from like the Crafty Ma'am. She's got some nice bow molds. They're bow cutters that I have, and then like this is the bow molds that I use, for mine. And I just set and want to bling, so I've got a whole container of bows made, and I could have probably pulled one and made it, but nah, I'll just go ahead and do it on there. But yeah, I like to just it relaxes me to sit and put rhinestones on them after they dry.
Yes, I agree. I
It's so
agree.
much fun.
Yeah.
So much fun. Thank you, Christy. Now y'all gonna watch me. Watch what I'm getting ready to do. Because this is gonna annoy me because it's not gonna stay on. So I'm gonna take it off till after my clay dries. Let your clay completely dry. Then add your bling rope because it's pulling too much. So I'm gonna let that dry and then I'll add it.
Yeah. Smart.
Yeah, because it was messing up my design, but it came out super cute. I like it. I like it a lot, and I'll add more of the balls to it because I think it needs some more of those. They're like dragees, and I may even end up blinging out some of that drip. I probably will. It's going in my tree, so
I love it so much. I love
I
it
love
so
your
much.
display. That is so cute. Now, would I wasn't even paying attention. Did you glue those pieces on the lid?
Yes.
Oh,
So when I want to burn the candle, I'm afraid to touch
yeah,
it because everything's so fresh. I can
yeah.
just
Lift off.
take the lid
Nice.
off, burn
Nice.
my candle,
I love that.
and then when I'm done burning the candle, I can keep it as display.
Yes. Oh, that is so cute. What a great idea. I love that. Now I'm going to have to go on the website and find me some candles.
Yeah, and it smells so yummy. This was
Um,
just the Walmart brand. It was only 5.97, and
I
it
love
smells
that color.
yummy.
That color is beautiful too. I love it. I love it.
Thank
That is such
you.
a cute way to dress
So
it up. I love that.
I made some meringues, so I might add a few of these meringues to
Yeah.
my situation and just,
Yeah.
I find it very hard to stop. I just keep
More is
adding,
more and less is not enough.
right? Yeah. I have them, I might as well use them, right, guys?
That's right. That's right. I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it a lot. I love it a lot.
I can't take the credit for the idea. I saw candles on Pinterest around Mother's Day time
Yeah.
decorated with flowers on top. And then I saw some cute pastel ones decorated with like macaron cookies
Yeah.
and flowers.
Well, I don't know
So,
why I didn't take that and run with it because there's a girl locally that used to go live and she would do the flowers on top of the candles. Why did I not think, well, that would be cute with fake bakes?
yeah,
Why did I not think of that? It's one of
yeah,
those, duh.
yeah. Everything, I look at things so differently now that
Mhm,
I play with clay.
mhm,
I look at everything like, can I make that in a fake bake? Can I make that in clay?
mhm, mhm.
I scour the handmade fancy cake boards uh on Pinterest looking
Yeah.
for ideas for foam clay.
See, that's why I go and look at fondant cakes or decorated cupcakes on Pinterest to get ideas for different things. So, like, I'm getting ready to do some of the Russian tips, some cupcakes and cakes with that. And I just went on Pinterest and looked at decorated cakes using the Russian tip. And I looked on YouTube because the one Russian tip that I think Maricela was talking about, it's not fun. It's,
Ooh,
it's it's this one. This one. This is not a fun. That's not a fun Russian tip. It's
ooh,
I can't control it. And I've got this one too. I can't control these two. They do what they want to do. And I don't
mm,
like that.
mm.
I like this one, which has got like the rose or it's not really a rose, but it makes a pretty design. And then this one makes a pretty design. Um, and then I've got one more that's more like if you want to do the centers, that one's a fun one. So I've been playing with making flowers using spackle. So
Oh,
it's fun. And I actually last week did a class in glitz and glue, just all things spackle. But I didn't get to the Russian tips. So I was on for 2 hours and I'm like, I'm not staying on any longer.
yeah.
It's too much. It's too much.
Back in the day when my kids were first born, I actually took a Wilton cake decorating class. I took two, like a beginners and then intermediate, and I did
Mm-hmm.
cakes for a while. So
Mm-hmm.
this didn't surprise me when I found foam clay and saw how similar it is
Mm-hmm.
to cake decorating.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it you can just transition very easily.
I love it. I love it. You can always tell those who have done cakes and stuff because their work is just immaculate. So, and that's a compliment to you too, Debbie.
Oh, thank you. Thank
That's
you.
a
Well,
compliment because
I'm
your
kind of
items are always
I'm
so pretty.
I'm kind of a very A-type personality, like a perfectionist. So that gets me in trouble a lot of times. Okay, I think I have three little meringues left, but
Yeah,
I think shocking, guys. I think I may stop. I think I may stop. I'm gonna hold it up close and I'll spin it so you guys can see all the way around. But you saw I can take the top off and I can actually burn and use the candle. And then when I'm done burning and using the candle, I could put the top back on. So it's
yeah.
going to go on my little tier tray display. Maybe this week I'll do a field trip, guys, from my kitchen and show you how my display's coming out. Jan,
Oh,
that is so cute. I
isn't it
just
cute?
love
I love it.
your
Well,
choice using the sweet glitter and the drip. It's
yes,
just adorable.
I'm gonna let it dry and then I'll go back in with the glitter rope because it's pulling and now it's fine. It's settled down. That glitter rope was pulling it. So I'll
Yeah,
wait.
yeah.
I'll wait and put it. And of course I'm gonna bling it. So there'll be pictures to come.
It's so adorable. I love
It
it.
was
I love the
fun.
pink. I love the bow. I love the
I do
sparkle.
too. I like that.
Well,
like,
thank you again
well,
to Lydia and
yes,
Angie. First
thank you,
for
ladies.
coordinating the lineup in the group, all the behind the
Yes,
scenes work, and second for extending the invitations. And thank you, Jan, for being my guest for the month of June. Jan and I
thank
will be
you,
back
Father.
every Monday at 2
Yes,
p.m. Eastern with
yes,
sharing cute things with bling
yes. I
and
look forward
sparkle.
to it. Thank you for asking me. I appreciate it.
Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure. You know, I love you and I love your work.
I love you more.
Well, thank you guys for joining us. Have an amazing rest of your Memorial Day. And remember just to mark your calendars every Monday all summer long, starting at 9 in the morning through 3 in the afternoon.
Yes.
Lots of inspiration and giggles and fun.
All
Okay, until
right.
next time, guys, be
Thanks.
sweet. We'll see you soon.
All
Bye,
right.
everyone.
Bye.